very beautiful legend about a goddess to whom the Buddha granted 1,000 hands so that she could help all beings in need on the planet. The dances dedicated to her look even more beautiful, so let's just admire this show. The girls from the University of Panama definitely deserve a round of applause, but there are those who complete even more complex movements in sync, like these guys. If they were in the same clothes, we'd be convinced that this was some video editing. Do you think this is the only trick up their sleeve? See for yourself. They don't seem to know how to jump any other way. Speaking of jumps, in today's video we just had to mention people who do synchronized diving. You've got to admit, even without a pool, their training looks pretty cool. Doing a somersault at the same speed and at the same height is no problem for them. Careful, you can feel a bit dazzled now. We are going to check on some guys who consider moving in sync almost a national sport. Do you think this is it? No? Let's make things a bit more challenging. It is possible that their physical education routine includes some of the following tricks. Have you ever tried to stay on this thing for more than like 5 seconds? And here we can see 5 backflips made in sync. Of course we won't take off points for caps that have fallen off. While you're still processing this, check this out. Yeah, we also thought that there obviously must have been a mirror somewhere on the side, and what we see is the reflection of an axe. Turns out this is not true. These friends just achieved perfection training together. Would they repeat something like that if there were 4 of them? Well, judging by this team, there is nothing impossible about it. Now, watch the hands closely. You and your friends can try to recreate these moves to understand how difficult it really is. On the other hand, after a couple of training sessions, even dogs can move in sync. Just like robots, don't you agree? No wonder we consider them so smart. And if they train longer, they'll be capable of much more challenging tricks. How'd you like this maneuver? Synchronizing 8 paws is not easy, though it's even more challenging when it comes to sports cars. What you see here is professional drivers displaying precision driving stunts. But instead of airplanes, they have brand new Toyota Supras. Let's not distract them. Better check this out. Do we really need to explain how dangerous any mistake might be here? But let's go back to animals. Take a look at what the ultimate mastery of synchronization looks like. How in sync do you have to be to even wake up in the same way? But now we realize that cat owners might feel left out. Let's move on, straight to the ping pong training of Chinese children. This is why the Chinese national ping pong team has no equal. Even when you're not playing, you have to imagine that you are. A rather strange but apparently extremely effective technique. By the way, when it comes to alpine skiing, there are also synchronized stunts. We don't know how much this might help improve skills, but a freestyle like that looks mesmerizing. But when it comes to work, precise and well-coordinated actions might come in handy. See for yourself. You don't mind seeing it again, do you? It's just too satisfying to look at, and the beat is great. There's no doubt that you'd ask to loop the next shots too. We've already done all the work, so just enjoy. Although the tricks of these guys from Japan don't need any editing, the guys are so precise that it might look confusing to you. If you are so focused that you still haven't zoned out so far, which we doubt by the way, then this thing will definitely mesmerize you. It is called the generator of pendulum waves, and the secret is in the threads of different lengths. At some point, the trajectory of oscillation coincides and everything starts anew. The metronomes work pretty much the same. Look how they synchronize spontaneously. Let's raise the stakes, right? How about 32 devices at once? Perfectly aligned. We'd love to stay and watch, but there's still a lot of interesting stuff ahead. Like this epic synchronized formation of starlings of incredible proportions. Just enjoy. Hundreds of birds form pulsating figures. They're scattering, and mere seconds later they assume another shape. How do they manage to coordinate their flying like this? By the way, starlings are not the only masters of synchronization in nature. Fish are in no way inferior to them. Wait, we have something even more dynamic. Here, a whole school explodes like fireworks and immediately assumes the previous shape. Stunning, isn't it? Imagine they would also be shining. However, to see the synchronized illumination, we only need to get out on land. This dance of fireflies in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park looks magical. But don't be upset if you can't see it live yet. There are mesmerizing shows everywhere, from the